You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. I'm Pinky Webb. The most beautiful day in the universe concluded on Sunday with Nicaragua Shanice Palacios winning the first ever Miss Universe crown for her country. Michelle Marquez Dee, I stand MMD, the representative of the Philippines in the pageant, finished her journey in the semifinals. She was able to showcase her edgy evening gown inspired by renowned Kalinga tattoo artist Apo Wangod in the top 10, but she was not able to advance to the top 5 for the question and answer round. Despite this, she still earned praises for her outstanding and consistent performance throughout the pageant's run. Our source today, live from El Salvador, he's still there, pageant expert Adam Genato. Adam, good to see you again. Welcome to The Source.
Good morning over there, Ma'am Pinky. How are you? Long time no see.
I'm good. I'm a bit sad because sabi nga ni Catriona, di ba, sayang. Adam, what do you think happened? I mean, she was there, top 10, did not make it. Did not make the cut to top 5. Of course, MMD was superb.
It really all boils down to judges' preference. The judges probably, rank the high, probably like the other girls better than her. But it's okay. I mean, she did her best. She performed to the best of her abilities. At the end of the day, what matters most is that we cannot nitpick anything about Michelle Dee's performance because, as you can see, she really gave it her all. She was able to execute her vision 100% for this pageant from the very beginning, and I think that's what matters the most. At the end of the day, just like what I have been telling all along, as I have been covering pageants all throughout, probably the stars did not align on her favor tonight.
Sabi nga nila, Adam, di ba, you can do the best that you can. But at the end of the day, it's destiny. And you're right. It is really the judgment call. It is the appreciation. It's really the call of the judges. Yun naman, it all boils down to that. And you were saying that we can't nitpick her performance, MMD's performance. We can't. Because what we really... And
yes, we can.
Because she rocked. She was superb. She was stellar. From sabihin na natin, from the preliminaries, from yung swimsuit, the evening gown. Parang wala ka ng ibang there's nothing else you can ask for doon sa performance ni MMD.
For me, she really exceeded all our expectations. Her black Mark Garner gown was really an easy standout because of its details. I mean, if you really watch the whole segment, most of her competitors in that segment wore nude sparkly gowns, and she was the one who really stood out because of that color and design of that gown. So in a way, she would really stand out in such an easy way. But unfortunately, it did not resonate to the judges. Probably, siguro we can safely say that the gown is polarizing because as much as we pageant fans are in favor of what she has done, probably the judges thought that her gown was too high fashion, too edgy, too modern, too extreme for their taste, and you cannot fault them for that if probably they would be thinking that way. But at the end of the day, just like I said, Michelle really performed to the best of her abilities. Talagang nilaban niya talaga tayo sa kahuli-hulihang segundo ng kanyang participation sa Miss Universe.
Going back to the gown by Mark Baumgartner, no? Who would have thought that she would wear a black gown? Sabi mo nga, ibang-iba dun sa mga kasama niya. So much more than that, it's the meaning and it's the representation of that gown. Yes. A tribute to Apo Wangod. Sabi ni MMD, a true icon. I think this was in her Instagram post. The last of her kind, a symbol of bravery, beauty, and inclusivity, which all came together in this year's pageant. Especially pag sinasabi natin yung inclusivity.
Exactly. And Michelle, may I add, is a perfect representation of that. Have you noticed her hair was getting
Yes.
shorter and shorter leading up to the pageant? That only goes to show that she is not afraid to go against the stereotype of
No.
what the organization is looking for in a winner right now. Let's face it, diba, when we always talk about the Miss Universe winner, dapat she should be, very soft in terms of looks and features. But Michelle, if you've noticed her execution, her vision for her candidacy here since day one is the complete opposite of everything of what we think about Miss Universe. She has been very consistent with her edgy and unapologetic,
Yeah.
authentic self
Yeah.
in executing that vision to make her country, to make us proud in this year's
And
pageant.
that's so true. Even the video that we see on social media, yung nandun siya sa backstage, she was very playful. Even after not making it to the top 5, that just shows you how unique, raw, and authentic this woman is. But Adam, I need to take a very short break. We'll be right back. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. I'm Pinky Webb. Our source today, pageant expert Adam Genato. Adam, we have to add that she had it. She had everything. Siguro in her arsenal. Si Michelle Dee. She won the major awards, hindi ba? Voice for Change, Fan Vote, and Spirit of Carnival. Sabi mo nga again, it all boils down to the judges' appreciation. But when she won the major awards and you saw her performance, para sa'yo ba, ito na to?
Of course, I would have wanted her to level it up by reaching top 5, but unfortunately, she was stopped short.
Yeah.
I mean, alam ko, some people might be saying, oh, these awards might be some sort of paconsuelo awards just to appease us, for not allowing her to be part of top 5. But I really disagree. I mean, she has, alam mo, yung Voice for Change
Yeah.
Special Award, if we talk about it only goes to show that the organization has recognized her authenticity, the genuineness of her advocacy, especially when it's all about autism advocacy, her lifelong advocacy. Out of 84 videos that was submitted, she made it to top 3, which with a combination of votes from fans and judges vote at the same time. So when I learned that the judges saw the merit, that the judges' score had a bearing in the top 3 scorer sheet, then I realized, oh my God, she really resonated well to the audience. I mean, she really connected to the judges, to everyone in the organization. So it's just a huge letdown that she wasn't able to make it to top 5. Kasi
Ramdam ko pa yung sama ng loob mo,
five.
Adam.
What? Sorry?
Ramdam ko pa yung sama ng loob mo.
Yeah, because right now, sa totoo lang, it really feels weird if I will really have to be blunt about it. Like, last year, iba, we were also about looking for that transformational leader, pero this year parang I don't know. I mean, ang hindi ko naintindihan yung although, Miss Nicaragua is very deserving of that win. Pero if we're talking about the transformational leadership that, the organization is looking for in a winner, then, Michelle Dee should really be up there.
Yeah.
Pero kasi, again, at the end of the day, we just have to learn to respect the judge's decision. But like I said, if I really be honest about it, it just really feels weird, especially with that graphic card being uploaded, erroneous graphic card being
Ano ba yun?
uploaded by
Adam,
Miss
pakikwento
Universal
nga.
SB.
What was that all about? Are you talking about those top 5 art cards?
I don't even know. I don't even know. It's probably kasi that account is the official account of Miss Universe El Salvador organization, since the pageant is being hosted here in El Salvador. So they're really going out their way to post all the activities of the Miss Universe candidates on the ground. So nakita ko yun. I even know the people behind the admin behind this Instagram account. So I don't know. First, siguro probably during the finals night, their goal was to give real-time updates about how the pageant was unfolding. But unfortunately, they probably made a mistake, an honest mistake. Kasi to be fair with them, they took it down minutes after.
Yeah.
But it was kind of too late because it already went viral. So to be fair with them, last night after the coronation night, I went to the press team of Miss Universe organization to elicit a response from them to, because I really want to talk to some of those people running behind Miss Universe SB Instagram account for clarification. But unfortunately, up until now, they haven't gotten back to me about it. So for the meantime, I would assume that it was an honest mistake on their part. But regardless of what happened, sana, I would really love for them to really come out with an official statement, an apology, or some sort of an explanation
to make us understand
this issue, because
what that was all about. Just for context, Adam
because
and
it is really confusing everyone.
Yeah.
It is really confusing everyone, especially after Michelle's non-inclusion in the top 10. Tapos makikita mo a graphic card like that. So parang ano mangyayari to? Steve Harvey moment again back in 2015? Kasi yun nga may precedent na. And diba during that time of Steve Harvey, diba parang at least they were able to correct it right there and then. So this time parang, ano to? Ano na naman to? So you can't help but think of other thoughts about it. So sana we would have loved for a simple explanation
some sort of explanation
or an apology regarding it.
So, Adam, I just want to put into context what we're talking about. This is an art card that came out where in one art card of the top 5, Philippines was there, and then on the other one, wala si Philippines at nandun si Thailand. Tama yun, no, Adam?
Oo.
Na biglang nawala.
Yes.
So nagtataka po yung, for those who might not have seen that. Anyway, sayang, no, Adam, as a last note, she was interviewed, I believe by Diane Casillejo yesterday. Sabi niya, sayang, hindi ko nahawakan ang mic. And even netizens were saying, yung term doon, ano ba? She would have done
manlalamon.
Ayun, manlalamon ng mic. Yun ang tawag. So, can you imagine? I mean, siguro all of us are thinking, had she made it, she would have, lahat siguro ng tanong,
of course, she would have
pinaghandaan daw niya yun ng isang taon.
I know, and what I also find weird is that the set of questions asked during the top five Q&A segment were much easier compared to the previous years. Kasi, if you've been a Miss Universe fan, you would know what I'm talking about. For the past several years, when girls would make it to top 5, they would be asked of very hard-hitting political or current event question. But this time, it was easy.
Easy. Okay,
personality type of questions. Like, I think the hardest question asked during that segment was one's thoughts about gender inequality. I mean, kung natapat yung question na yun kay Michelle, she would have really nailed it.
Should have aced that.
And then,
all right.
sumunod? Ang dadali nung iba, like, if this were your last day on Earth, how would you spend it? Yung mga ganon. So, oh my God, how come? So, pero doon ako bakit ang dadali ng mga tanong ngayon? So, yun lang. Alam mo, parang watching the whole thing became so confusing for me as I find everything a bit weird.
All right. Adam, thank you so much for your time. Pageant expert Adam Genato. I'll see you soon. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.